Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
How are you all? So,
I am exhausted. I could not sleep last night. I had so much stuff on my mind.
mm,
And then when I finally was starting to doze off, at about 6 o'clock, Jeff's alarm clock went off.
oh,
So then
fun.
I was just like, forget it. I'll just stay up.
Oh,
I am
never
so
mind.
tired.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do this to myself.
I hate it when that happens, when you just can't sleep.
I just could not sleep. It was horrible.
No, I hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it. All right, so let's talk about where we're at with this project.
Yes.
So,
Let's talk about it.
Angie's still sitting there with her strip from last week.
Yep, still sitting with my strip, but I know Sue was placing bets over whether I would get that whole thing done yet or not, or by today, and I came very, very close. I just have to block my new colors. So
and put the whole thing together.
probably and put the whole thing together and do these rounds of border. Yeah, I got a lot going on.
So I finished my 3 rounds from last week all the way around. And to make things go a little bit quicker for me this week, I did 3 sides of row 4. So I only have 1 side of row 4 to go.
Mindy, you are the model of efficiency.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, I'm trying. I have a lot of things I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
I know.
Sit here staring at the 5,000 projects next to
know.
you.
So I'm trying to get things done as quickly as I can. Anyhow, who do we have hanging out today? Mary Lou's here. Mary Lou, are you not working? Judy, Sherry, Linda. I just made a trip to the auto parts store today for you.
Why? Why did you go to the auto parts store for her?
Well, because our auto parts store is where we drop off packages for UPS.
That's odd.
Right? So, yeah, I dropped off a package that's on the way to Linda.
Oh, okay.
So Michelle's here.
Hello.
Kathy. Chantel. And Michelle. Michelle and Michelle.
We have 2 Michelles?
We do.
Wow. No, we don't.
We do.
We do. Yes, we do. I'm sorry.
We do.
Yes.
There are really 2 Michelles here, see?
Yep. Now we just need our other Linda and our other Judy.
Now we have Marilyn. I think there's only 1 Marilyn.
Yeah,
Marilyn, I think you're the only Marilyn.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's funny because I was definitely the only Angie in my school growing up.
Yeah.
That was not a popular name.
No, I'm sure. I was the only Mindy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
And you're Melinda Mindy. I
really am Melinda, but nobody has ever called me Melinda.
Question, if you go to an appointment, let's say you go someplace that you haven't been before, do they call you? Do people ever call you Melinda?
Well, yeah.
Looking at your license or whatever.
Well, yeah. But then, I go to a doctor or dentist or wherever, and I always let them know I'm Mindy. Just call me Mindy. So they will.
It's so funny because my name is Angela, of course, my birth certificate name.
Yeah.
But I've never called myself that, and nobody has ever called me that until I married Jeff.
Well.
Because his last name is Howie. So Angie Howie just sounds so stupid. So I started signing my name and everything Angela.
Yeah. Dale is the one person who will call me Melinda. One person.
Does he use your middle name too? Does
no.
that mean you're in trouble?
No, but it is when he wants to get my attention. If we're in a store or we're someplace and he doesn't think I'm paying attention or whatnot, he'll be Melinda. And I'll be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what my family calls me?
No.
everybody in my family, my kids, my husband, they all call me Joe.
They call you Joe.
Joe is my, like, around the house, I am called Joe.
Interesting.
Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Why Joe?
Well, because my husband is a goofball. He would like say things like, "Hey Nate, get your clothes on. Or get your shoes on. We're gonna go pick up Joe." And then it'd be like, Joe who? Joe Mama. So that's how
I see.
I started as Joe Mama, and now I'm just Joe.
Now you're just Joe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lisa. All right. So we're in the corner. I'm in the corner.
Round 4, correct?
Round 4. Ding, ding. Round 4.
Ding. Round 4.
So
we need some highly attractive pit girls.
Need some what?
Or, I mean, ring girls. Ring girls.
Ring girls?
Ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding,
oh, like from boxing and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. That is so weird. Emma's here too. Linda, that is really weird. Tracking says it's going to be there today. It says delivery is not determined. It'll be here between 2 and 4. And it just got dropped off this morning.
Yeah, I'd say that's undetermined.
Uh-huh. Like,
hi, Lisa. Did I say? I don't think I said hi to Lisa.
11, maybe, dropped off at the auto parts store. Now, UPS does make several stops there, but I highly doubt that it's going to make it from Charlotte to Grand Rapids in a couple hours.
Yeah, no, that would be like way too efficient of the U.S. government.
Right.
Or the U.S. Postal Service. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Francesca. Thank you.
Hello.
Getting better every day.
With your typical corner, it's, slip stitch into the corner, chain 4, and then that counts as your first double crochet. And then
you only do one more on this
one. Yes. This corner is 1 double, chain 2, 1 double. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at.
Okay. So first we're going to chain 1 and do 6 double crochets.
Yeah. So that chain 1 is weird. And you do it on the way back to your next corner too. You chain 1 before you go into the corner.
That's so weird.
It just is an interesting thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then you do 6 double crochets.
Okay. I'm having trouble counting to 3 right now.
Oh, well. Just do it twice. Count to 3 twice.
Count to 3 twice. Okay. Might have to take my socks off so I can count on.
Oh, well.
All right.
And do that. It's cold.
We're going to chain 1 and skip 1 and then do 3 double crochets. I hate this yarn. It doesn't come out of the ball.
Mine is not in a ball. Mine is just a wad that my whole ball fell apart.
A pancake. Yeah.
My whole ball fell apart.
It's got to be better than having to pull out yarn every couple minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
So thank you, Lisa. Except this isn't going to be my final color yet. We decided last week. I'm redoing some of my squares because I don't like the way that it all came together.
It was snowing this morning, Emma, around here.
Oh, yeah, it was snowing up here, too. Yeah.
Hello, Brenda. After you do those 3 double crochets, you do another double crochet in the first chain.
First, you have to chain 1, though.
No, you don't.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Chain. Wait. Oh, I went back. Sorry.
No.
1 double crochet in the next chain.
So you're basically doing 4 double crochets in a row there. 3 are in
stitches.
The double crochets, and 1 is in the chain.
Right. And not the chain space, but the chain.
In the chain. Yep.
Yes.
Then you chain 2.
And you skip a chain and a double.
You skip the chain and the double, and you do a double in that second double.
Yep.
Then you do 2 doubles in the space.
Oh.
In the chain 2 space.
I was getting ahead of myself there.
And then you do another double in that.
Wait a second. Was I supposed to? I missed.
Okay. So you do a double.
The chain. Okay. But do I chain?
No.
Oh, yes. Yep. Chain 2.
Oh, before you do the.
Oh, wait. I think I'm a little bit lost here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, one double crochet in the next chain. Yeah, chain 2, skip a chain and a double.
Mm-hmm. And you do a double in that second double. 2 doubles in the chain space. You don't have to do them in the chains there. And then 1 double in that next double.
I don't know why, but I'm having a hard time here. I have to start this.
Okay, want to go back to the 6? You've done your 6, right?
Yep, I've done my 6.
Okay. And
chain 1.
You chain 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
1.
do, yep, chain 1, skip 1. And then you do 1, 2, 3 doubles. And then 1 double in the first chain.
Okay.
You got that part? And then
I got that part.
Then you chain 2.
Okay.
You skip that second chain.
And the first
double crochet.
Okay. Then do we chain 2 again?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's where I'm screwing up. Okay.
Then you do a double in that second double that's there. And 2 doubles in the space.
Wait a second. I already have it. I thought that first. Okay.
How far are you?
2 chains. Skip a chain and a double. Double crochet. Okay, so your first after your chain 2, after your 4 here.
Yep.
You chain 2 and you go into the second double crochet of that 2.
Of that pair.
Right, and then you don't chain anything.
No. And you do 2 doubles in the
chain
space.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you're putting 4 stitches together, basically. And then you do 1 more double in the first double of that next set. So you're making groups of 4 is what you're doing.
Okay.
And then you chain 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're skipping that second double that's there.
Uh-huh.
And the first chain of the next 2 chains.
Okay. And double into the second chain. Right?
And double into the second chain. Yeah. And then you do 3 more doubles. So now you're in the middle of your group of 7.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
You chain 1.
Mm-hmm.
Skip 1.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back to what we are repeat is.
Oh, okay. So then it's just
1,
3 doubles.
2, yep. 3. And then the 4th one goes in that first chain.
Okay. Aye, Captain. I've got it.
Then you chain 2. So you chain 1 when you're in the middle of your 7 because you're only going to skip 1 stitch there. How is my yarn coming from even? I don't even know. This is just a wad. Seriously, a wad. You got 4 or 5 inches of snow? We don't have anywhere near that.
Oh, we got, actually, I was surprised. I went and looked out at my car in the driveway and it's covered in snow already again. So we must have gotten some more snow here.
We didn't get 4 or 5 inches. So then you're chaining 2. You skip a chain, skip that first double of that pair. You do a double in the second one. Then you do 2 doubles in your next chain space. And 1 double in the first double of the next pair of doubles.
Yes. Dazzle Diamond Dreams. I am so out of it. I have had no sleep. I'm really struggling here. I don't know what is going on. Okay. So I'm at here. So I did that and then no. Okay.
We missed you too, Jennifer. We missed you.
I'm trying to see what I did.
You're a little too high. I can't see what you got.
Oh, sorry. So that's my 4.
Yep. And then you chain 2.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll go back into that second chain.
Okay.
Second chain.
Yep.
And then the next 3 double crochets.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I'm making it way more difficult than it
You
needs
are.
to be.
Just think of 4. You're making 4s.
Okay.
And sometimes it's in a chain and stitches, and sometimes it's over the chain 2 space. And then when you get to the 7, half of them are, you know what I mean?
Right.
1 is in the first chain, then 3 doubles, then you skip 1, skip 1, do a double in the 3 doubles, and then 1 in the chain to make your 4s. If you just think about it, it's just little groups of 4 you're making.
Yeah, and somehow I'm making it way more difficult than it needs to be. So that... One.
It's hard for me to show you, right?
Why am I struggling so badly with this? It's just like my brain is like on vacation. Like my brain is sleeping, even though I didn't sleep.
So after where are you at again?
I don't even freaking know.
You're back. Okay. You're back at the 7, right?
I just did my 4 into the 7, and then I did a chain 1, skip 1.
Yep.
And then a double into the next
3.
Well, I only have 2 stitches left.
Well, you should have 3. That could be your problem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was right.
You have 7 stitches?
Yeah, I do have 7 stitches.
Okay, so the first one went in that chain.
Yeah.
And then you got 1, 2, 3 doubles.
Right. And then
chain 1, skip 1, and do 1, 2, 3.
I've only got 2 stitches there.
Well, are you sure you have 7 double crochets below?
Yes, I just counted them, except I think I know what I did.
7. Did you do too many?
No, I skipped a stitch.
Well, you're supposed to skip 1, but
no. I mean,
okay.
It was like a hidden stitch, and I skipped it.
Okay. So then you do the 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more in the first chain.
Gotcha.
Then you chain 2. Skip that second chain and the first double. Go into the second double. Do a double there.
Mm-hmm.
2 doubles in the space. 1 double in the next double, which is 1 of 2 there.
Right.
Chain 2. Skip the second double and 1 chain and go into the second chain, which is right before your group of 7.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And then you do 1, 2, 3. You got it now, you think?
I think I've got it, yes.
Chain 1, skip 1. 1, 2, 3 doubles.
Where's my... Oh my heavens, and now I'm splitting my yarn.
This yarn does split.
It does.
It does split. So Angie has a short side. She only has 6 squares she's doing, but I happen to be on a long side. So I have 8 squares I need to get across here. So it's going to take me just a minute longer.
Well, maybe not if I keep up with my brain farts.
Well, maybe. Oh boy. You know, we all have our days. It's usually me. I mean, you know, the fact that I've done
3 other sides, right?
You might, you know. have something to do with it. Oops, like I just chained too many there. I didn't realize I was back at the 7. It's hard to do this blanket on this table.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, because you can't like really
I got a big
get
wad
it close
now.
to you.
No,
Yeah.
I got a great big old wad of blankie here.
Oh yeah, I've got it now.
Jennifer said she was late to the stream. You probably said how you were doing already. Well, she hasn't really yet.
No, not really. I
Not
mean, I'm
really.
all right.
Why does everyone crochet? Has knitting gone out of fashion? No.
No, definitely not.
No. There are a lot of knitters. And we find that when we go to all of the yarn crawl shops and whatnot, there's really a lot more knitters.
Yes,
than
all of your like little local yarn stores,
They're all
all of them are geared towards knitters,
they
which
really are.
really kind of frosts my apples.
Frost your apple.
Well,
Burn your biscuits.
yes, because a lot of times
I've got to move this blanket off this table or
a
something.
lot of times knitters are.
Let's do this.
They say, well, they think knitting is way better.
Well, yeah. But I will say, yeah, Jennifer, I learned to crochet first as well. And we've talked about that. Angie and I have that we think it's easier for you to do whatever you learned first.
Yes.
Yep. But I will say, for example, my local yarn store, she does crochet. She's not very proficient at it, but she has done a few crochet projects. So if they do things that are geared towards like a kit, kits are always for knit. I mean, beautiful, beautiful shawls and things like that. And they're always put together for knitters, not crocheters.
Right.
Now, I will say, and I'll show you something in a minute, but remember, I got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. Now, Bad Sheep yarn. Here's one of my new favorite yarn.
Oh yeah, how did your party go last night?
Well, first of all, Mr. Dipple decided, for some reason, well, I know why. He decided we should put a puzzle together last night.
What?
That's what I said. I was like, what? You want to put a puzzle together? What? Why? You know, that was my thought. I was like,
are you guys, is that something that you guys used to enjoy doing or?
No.
That's odd.
Never done it before.
That's interesting.
Never done it before. Right? Yeah, well, the kids were over the other day and Jackson was here. The girls took that little car for a little test drive. And so I was kind of hanging out with Jackson and I found this little puzzle in here in the office. It's a little John Deere puzzle.
Oh, cute.
And I thought, oh, let's just work on this puzzle. Give him something to do, all that. So, what am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. So I did this puzzle the other night with him. I think that's what inspired Dale because I have this whole stack of puzzles out there in the living room. There's probably 10. And they're like artists, like the one we did yesterday was Alan Gianna. It was just a little 300-piece puzzle. It took us an hour and a half to 2 hours to do it. It's still on the kitchen table, actually. So I don't know what possessed him other than I had just done this puzzle with Jackson. That's all I can think of. He's never done a puzzle with me, ever. So anyhow, there's that. But that was right when I was wanting to watch Bad Sheep Yarn, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So I watched Bad Sheep Yarn. I turned my phone on. I was watching. Anyhow, they weren't necessarily like kitting up or not kitting up. Diamond painting. They weren't necessarily starting the project together, right?
Oh, okay. Was it more of like an informational type thing?
Well, it was just really the day to get started. but not even really. A lot of people had already started it. I don't know. It was weird anyhow. So anyhow, I watched her live and whatnot. And Dale finally looked at me and says, "You can put your headphones on." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'll put my headphones on." So I had my headphones on. I had the volume low so I could still hear him, but
Right.
I watched her. And so the first thing she did in her live was she was talking about something very new coming out. And this is before I knew about them.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they did a romance box in February. And apparently it just became a very funny, kind of a smutty thing,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, lots of jokes and stuff. Well,
Okay.
her and her husband got into an AI program
Okay.
and started designing and looking for, pictures that they could use as their new box coming out in February. Okay.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I have like 50 puzzles, Sherry. That's kind of cool. And so she spent a good deal of that time showing all of the different AI images that they had come up with, and then the one that they actually chose. So that was kind of fun. And they're going to do a nice little box for Valentine. I can't remember the name of it. Again, it was something, it could be a very seductive sounding title,
Right.
Tangled something. I don't know. I can't remember. But so she spent a good deal of time talking about that. And then they started talking about the Crochet-A-Long or the knit-along, whichever one you're doing, because you could do either one, because they had 2 patterns for knitters and 2 patterns for crocheters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And somebody started asking a question about one of the knit patterns. And so since Marcy, the owner, is a knitter, she does crochet, but she's primarily a knitter. She was trying to go through this pattern and help people figure out that pattern, right? For the knit cowl. So that was what they did the whole live, basically. And then, us people who are crocheters, we're sitting there going,
la-ti-da-ti-da. Yep.
I mean, I have a clue about what they're talking about, because their main issue was, is this done flat or in the round? Because the pattern's not specific. So they're trying to figure all that out. I'm like, okay. The rest of us are just like, okay, we're just
okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, she does crochet. And she's trying to do more things with crochet. Like when I got the Advent box.
Yeah.
There was a crochet or knit pattern. So they're trying to be a little more cognizant of the fact that there are so many people out there that crochet.
Yeah, crochet has become pretty popular.
It has.
In the past couple years, and especially with younger people.
Right.
And that surprised me.
It helps when there's all of these like celebrities out there wearing crochet garments and stuff.
Right, exactly.
And who all have I seen? Like, was it Justin Bieber? And I don't know. I've seen several people sporting their crocheted something or another.
Yep. Granny square.
Usually, yeah.
Granny square stuff is quite popular. Yeah.
Yeah. Long story to answer your question, Francesca.
Yeah, you took the long way around the bend on that one.
I really did, didn't I? I had a lot to say. What can I say?
And that's just fine, because I feel like an absolute zombie.
Now, I'm choosing to do this Dottie cowl. So it's a double layer situation. And it's confusing.
We've got a situation here.
It's confusing. So this event that they're doing is run through they have a Bad Sheep Yarn community page,
Okay.
where people are posting projects they're working on, posting their yarn they get, all that fun stuff. So the event is being run through there. So there have been some people that are in there going, hey, how the heck do you do this dotty cowl, right?
Right.
Because it is confusing. I'll show you what I have in a minute. And I'm pretty sure mine's not right. So there's a thread going. Somebody posted a video from, like, somebody put it on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And I've watched that, and I've watched how she did it. But then one of the members posted a quickie little video in the thread, and that appears to be done differently. And I'm like, okay, whoa. No, this can't be. You know, the chick, listen to me.
The chick.
The woman on the thread is like, it's really pretty simple. Let me show you, blah, blah, blah. And she's not doing the same thing the other lady did that made the YouTube video. So I'm like, I don't know then.
You are very much a rule follower, like with patterns, though, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because like I kind of like if they tell me to do something one way and I like it better done a different way, I'll just do it my way.
Well, that would be fine if you could get it to turn out. I don't know. The one lady that did it on the YouTube video, it looks like the picture from the pattern.
Oh, okay.
And the other lady that just posted in the group, it's hard to tell if hers looks the same, you know, because first of all, not recorded as efficiently, professionally,
okay.
Not even professional, just, you know, not good camera angle and stuff and whatnot. And so I don't know. But,
well, I did kind of a funny thing, speaking of trying to follow by pictures and, you know what I mean, in having
crocheted hair. Sorry.
That's okay.
Brenda's asking if we've seen crocheted hair. I'm like, no. Oh,
so there's a Tunisian blanket that I want to do. Oh, it's like it's, you've seen those entrelac blankets? Entrelac?
No.
Okay.
No idea.
Entrelac is let's see if I can pick it up on here, if I can remember it. I think it's why are you not loading? There we go.
I don't even know how that is spelled.
It's spelled ENTRELAC. So it
reminds me of Similac. Is it like Similac?
Yeah, kind of. But see this this scarf here that he's wearing?
Oh, I remember that pattern. You and I talked about that one.
Yeah, that's in the entrelac method of crochet, but there's this
what does that mean?
It's Tunisian, and it's making these little squares and putting them together as you go.
Okay.
I don't know the definition of the word. I didn't know that's what it is. But anyways, I saw someone had a picture of a blanket, an entrelac blanket that kind of looked like a sunshine. It was called Sunny Days, I think, DAZE, Sunny Days. And it's very, very pretty, but the pattern was very, very expensive. And I thought, man, if I could just learn how to do this entrelac crochet in the round, then I could, you know, totally do this. And so the only video I could find on YouTube, the lady, it was German, speaking German.
Of course.
Yes. So I sat there and I tried to, instead of listening to what she was saying, I tried to just really concentrate on her hands and duplicate, you know what I mean? Like where she was putting the stitches and stuff. But there's got to be an easier way to learn, because it was not, it wasn't a good time.
Jennifer says it's easy. So when we get to the end of this row, you should have 6 stitches left. Like we started with 6 stitches. So 6 stitches, 6 double crochets at the end, do your chain 1. And then I'm going to join because I'm back at my...
Good for you.
I am back at my corner. So Brenda, my sweater. So I've got
Mindy's got it quite.
I've got it all put together. It's all put together. It's all sewn together. Pockets are in and everything. And I'm doing the little border around the, the front and around the neck, up and down each side. There's just 2 rows of single crochet. Well, I'm running out of yarn. I'm crossing my fingers. And I have 12 inches to go. One round, one little row of single crochets, about 12 inches. I'm out of yarn. Ugh.
I told her to go buy a skein of that color, use the 12 inches, and return it.
She did. Told me that too. So I have to finish it when I can get to a Joann's and find my another skein of yarn.
Yeah, Jennifer, I saw just the tutorials for just the flat entrelac work, but this pattern that I was looking at, it's in the round. It's entrelac in the round. So it's Tunisian. So I was trying to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
In a foreign language.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, Sue, that stinks. It really, really, really stinks. Okay, so round 5. We're going to do what? Slip stitch into our corner. Well, I got to slip stitch into the corner first.
Oh, yeah.
Then chain 4 and do 1 double crochet. So this is like the last one. Only 1 double, chain 2 and 1 double, right? So
Yep.
All right. Now what?
Chain 2.
Where are we chaining 2? No, never mind. Chain
2, skip 1.
So we're skipping that double crochet.
Yes, the first double crochet. Yep.
And
which might be a little bit hidden.
And do 1 double crochet in the space. That space we made last time.
Oh, that space we made. Yeah.
Now we're putting a thing in there.
Yeah.
And then we're doing 5 double crochets.
Okay.
Then what?
What's next? Hello, Nate. Nate's home, everybody.
Hi, Nate. 1 chain, skip 1, double crochet in the space.
Okay.
Chain 1, skip 1, and do 3 double crochets.
I kind of thought that was going to happen to keep ourselves symmetrical.
Then what after the 3 double crochets? 1 double crochet in the chain space.
In the chain or the chain
in the next chain. No, that one's in the next chain because there's 2 there. Of course, we have to
be... I'm on my live. I can't talk to you right now.
We have to be difficult here.
You have to let the dogs out, please.
Then chain 2.
And everybody says hi, Nate.
Hi, Nate. Hi, Nate. Skip a chain, skip a double, and do 2 doubles. Wow, there's a lot of skipping and chaining, hop-de-doing here.
Hop-de-doodle you doing, yes.
Chain 2, skip a double, skip a chain. I'm going to assume we're going to go into the next chain.
Yep, I would assume that as
1
well.
double in the chain, and then do 3 doubles. Ay, ay, ay.
Bet you now we're going to chain 1 and skip 1.
Well, repeat.
Oh, maybe not. Nope. I'm just going to shut up and listen.
Repeat from the asterisk. So chain 1, skip 1.
No, chain 2, skip 1.
No, ma'am. Don't go to don't go to that
yeah,
asterisk.
not that asterisk.
Don't
Okay,
go to the
sorry.
double. Don't go to the double.
I got my asterisks confused.
You only want a single asterisk.
Asterisk.
Oh, okay, chain 1, skip 1,
Double in the space.
1 double in the space.
Chain 1, skip 1, 3 doubles.
Why is this so difficult?
This is, you know what it feels like? It feels like we're, well, and it is technically, but we're doing filet crochet.
Well, so Francesca, back there a little while ago, she said, have we seen, she saw a pattern that was dragonflies. So this is what they do. When they're making dragonflies,
yep.
It's just a series of holes.
Holes, yep.
And
I made my mom a doily for Easter that was filet crochet. It's a table runner and it's a bunny. So
that's
it's
what
just,
you call this is filet crochet?
Yes, this is called filet crochet.
Okay. Well, what are we doing now?
We're gonna double into the first chain.
Hang on, wait. Do you have to chain after this? Oh, are we doing 4?
We're doing 4.
Oh, okay. Doing 4 here. I lost my place.
Ugh, these scissors are driving me nuts.
Chain 2?
I don't know. I lost my place too.
Yep, it's a chain 2. Skip a chain and a double. Do 2 doubles. And I got a knot right here. Lovely. Thank you for the knot. I'm just going. Chain 2. Skip a double and a chain. 1 double in the next chain. And 3 doubles.
And don't forget that hidden stitch. That first stitch is a little hidden.
Which one's hidden?
After you put your double into that last chain, it makes that next double crochet a little hard to see.
Oh. Oh, now what?
Now I think we're going to chain 1, skip 1, put a double in the chain space. Chain 1, skip 1, and do 3 double crochets. And 1 into the next chain.
Is that right? I thought we only did the single. Is that only a single right there?
Mm-hmm.
Single chain?
Yes, that's a single chain.
No, I'm lost.
And now we chain 2 and go to the middle of our little flowery thing.
1 double crochet there. Chain 1. Skip 1. And do 1, 2, 3. Is that what I'm doing?
Let me go back.
So we get a single, a 4, a 2, a 4, a single, a 4, a 2, a 4, a single, a 4, a 2, a 4.
You made a very nice song.
A single, a 4, a 2, a 4, a single.
Hi, Stacy.
Hello, Karen. Somebody posted that on our group. I didn't see it on our group.
Posted what?
That dragonfly blanket.
Oh.
Now I can't remember what I'm supposed to do after that.
Yeah, me neither. I was on a roll there for a second.
You chain 2, skip the chain, skip 1, am I right? And then do 2?
Yes.
And then I'm going to assume you chain 2.
Yes.
And you skip a single, or you skip the double.
And 1 chain.
And 1 chain and go into the chain. And here's where we do a 4.
Yes.
So that's 1. And then
get my hook in there.
2, 3. 4. Oh my God.
Chain 1, skip 1, and put a double into the chain space. Chain 1, skip 1, and do 3 doubles, and then 1 into the next chain.
After you do 3 sides, you know the pattern pretty well, but oh, now we chain 2.
Mm-hmm.
Skip a chain, skip a double, right?
Yep.
And we do that 2 in the middle.
Yep.
Chain 2 again. Skip a double, skip a chain, put 1 in the chain.
And then we're right back where we started from. Oh, my heavens.
Is this where we do the 1?
Yes.
I have to keep going back and looking. I'm like, what am I doing?
I know. I keep looking back at my last set too
Mm-hmm.
to see what part I'm on.
This yarn, it's just it's just wads of strands.
So I feel really bad today.
Uh-oh.
Nate has to go play at the high school basketball game today.
At the what?
At the high school basketball game tonight.
Oh, okay.
And so, normally I would love the opportunity to watch my son play. Like, I truly enjoy it. However,
Mm-hmm.
I have like a nails on a chalkboard reaction to the sound of tennis shoes squeaking on a gym floor.
Oh.
Like, I can't even, if Jeff has basketball on in the back room, I can't even. Yeah, I just can't.
That's funny. And the reason I say that's funny.
Why?
I was a teacher.
Oh, yes, yes.
And how many times I hollered at kids to stop squeaking their shoes on the floor.
Your damn shoes, you little
walking down the aisle, down the hall. I'd be like, pick up your feet. Stop squeaking your shoes. I just realized I don't have my chat scrolling. Karen, my head has been stuffy too.
Oh, I finally got over it. I was dying there for a while. I think because I hadn't been out and around people, I was susceptible to lots of germs. And so then when I did see people around Christmas time, I got so sick. I had just stuffy,
I think
sore throat, earache.
I've gotten myself a good cold, I believe. It's what it feels like, just a good head cold.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get over it, too.
So every time I need more yarn and I pull on my yarn to come towards me,
yeah,
I just get a whole glob.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a single strand. Just see this whole thing right here is just stop.
Stop it.
Well, hey, hello.
Junie. What happened? That's what we tell instead of bad dog or something like that. That we always just say what happened, and she knows she did something wrong if you say what happened.
See. I just yell, shut up.
That doesn't faze her.
What are
In
you
fact, it's almost like an invitation to be louder and more obnoxious.
like, what are you barking at? There's nothing to bark at.
Well, she was barking at Bo Duke because Bo Duke is playing with one of the toys that she apparently wants to play with.
I see.
And you want to hear something really strange? So when Junebug is here, her and Bo Duke share toys. They have a toy box over in the corner of the living room, and they'll get their toys in, out of the box, and they both play with the same toys, and everything is all hunky dory. But if you bring a toy from Junebug's house to here, she will absolutely freak out and not let Bo Duke play with
Won't let Bo Duke play with her toys.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
So these are Bo Duke's toys at your house. And so those are
community property.
Yeah.
Yes, Junebug,
but not hers.
Right. Basically, Junebug has the strategy of what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine.
Yeah, okay. Don't you want to just smack her? Hey, broad, you need to share your toys because he shares his all the time. Oh boy.
Keep forgetting where I was.
It's funny because I don't really have dogs that play with toys anymore. I mean,
yeah,
they don't have teeth.
Right.
It's hard to, play with a toy. You don't have teeth. But they have these little, I call them like the loofah dogs.
Oh,
long little red wiener looking dogs, They'll just pick those up every once in a while and carry them around. That's all they do.
Just carry them around.
Mm-hmm. And yet there's a whole tub of toys that sits above their kennel. Why? Nobody plays with them. Why do I have them?
Maybe you should start playing with them.
Well, I know why I have them.
Why?
So the grandkids can come over and play with the toys. That's what they like to do. Get into them. They know their dog toys.
I know. I'm so glad my granddaughters are getting a little bit older because with all my craft supplies and like all my Lego, my Legos are for display purposes only. They are not toys. They are not to be played with.
Right.
But, try to tell that to little preschoolers. They don't hear that. So I'm just now getting to the point where the girls leave where my granddaughters leave my stuff alone.
Hello, Molly.
Yes, Molly, that's exactly why we named him Bo Duke. Oh, and guess what? I found the pictures just the other day of when we adopted him, which was kind of it was cute, And I thought he was old. I thought we had him a lot longer than we actually have. I thought we had him since 2017, but I guess it was 2019.
Uh-oh, now what's happening with this? Now it's like the ball was this way? I don't know. We have a crisis. Where are you supposed to go?
Well, I was winding up some yarn the other day, and
okay.
Thank goodness Nate came out of his bat cave because I had to enlist his help.
Like, I can't do this. I can't do this. What way should this go? This way? This way. Oh, sorry.
One way or another.
Oh my goodness. Look what I got. Now I got this. See this? Now I have that. It just like came off in like.
That's weird.
I know. Just stop. Just.
It's like it's sticky to itself. You know what I mean? It's like Velcros to itself. This yarn.
It is so weird. the whole ball just started coming apart.
Oh, I am so hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet today, and I'm like starving to death.
Well, what did I have? I had a scone for breakfast.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Well, I don't make them or anything. I just buy them at Meijer. But I like them.
I don't think I've ever purchased a scone in my life.
No,
No.
I like scones.
Are they filled? Do they have stuff in them?
They're not filled. No, they do.
So it's just
have,
like a. So is it
no,
like it's just like a pastry?
Yeah, they're strawberry and white chocolate chips. So they have stuff in them, but it's just baked into the, you know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, just baked into the dough. I think I'm on my last square here. Am I on my last square?
You probably should be pretty close because I screwed up a lot and I just got done with my row.
I am in my last square.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that it's going to be a longer row for me every single time.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Because I am on the long side.
And Molly, I named him Bo Duke because he's blonde and handsome.
Uh-huh.
I don't usually go for blondes. I'm more of a dark-haired guy.
Me too.
I like dark-haired guys.
Me too.
But that kind of backfired on me because when they get old, they turn into no-haired, gray-haired guys.
This is true. Well, what happens to the blondes, though?
My dad is blonde, and his hair is just like silvery blonde. No.
Silvery blonde.
Yeah. I can't believe my dad just turned 70. Hard to believe he's that old.
Here comes my ring. I feel like I have a lasso coming at me. That's what it reminds me of. I have a lasso here. And it's like wound through this strand that's over here as well. So I'm like,
That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Okay, what are we doing when we get to the end here?
You're gonna do a double in the last 6 stitches.
Do I skip one first?
Yes.
Because we're in a space.
Yes.
And then I skip 1, 2, 5. Is it 5 stitches?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One moment. What round are we on?
No, I mean in the big scheme of things, Sue. No, it's
one
not.
double crochet in the chain space to the last 4 stitches before the corner. To the last 4 stitches before the corner.
Huh? Hi, Lynn.
Okay, why isn't this making sense to me?
I don't know.
This isn't making sense. Okay, so we were going our 4, 2, 4, 1, right?
Yeah, till the 4 stitches before
4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay.
Oh wait, 2 double crochets, 1 in the chain space, 2 chains, skip 1, slip stitch in. Oh, that's your second.
Where's my chain space? What am I supposed to do? How come this didn't come out right? This isn't right. It's not right. Hang on.
Okay, it says ending last repeat. at 2 double crochets, 1 double in the chain space, chain 2, skip 1. Oh, we had that. We chained 1. Did we? We didn't.
Okay, so where's this? Where's this?
Oh, you're supposed to.
Blah, blah. We're like, oh. One double crochet there.
Yeah, so you should have. Could you skip the last one? So you do your in your little hole in your little chain space. You do your double crochet.
Do a double crochet in the space.
Yep, and then chain 1, skip 1.
Chain 1, skip 1.
And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But it only says 4.
It says 4 and then 1.
4 stitches.
Oh no, then chain 2, skip 1, and then do your corner.
Hang on. Repeat to 4 stitches before the corner, but I've got 5 stitches before the corner.
Okay, right, because you're going to skip the last one. So you're going to do
1.
this pattern could have been a little bit worded differently, I think.
4, but see, that's not, it doesn't say to skip 1 there, does it?
Uh-huh.
2 double crochet.
Yeah.
Where am I doing 2 double?
2 double crochets and 1 double in the chain space. Chain 2, skip 1.
Where did the 2 double crochets go? Or am I doing this back at the... Now I'm having the brain fart. I can't get this to work out. I don't know how to do this. I can't make this work right.
Well, you started with 6 double crochets. So, because at the beginning you chained one, you did your corner, chained 1, skipped 1, and then did 6.
We didn't do 6.
You should have.
I thought we did 5.
No, I'm looking at the wrong. I'm sorry.
No,
5.
we did 5.
5. Yeah, I'm sorry. 5. I was looking at the wrong round.
Yeah, we did 5.
Yes.
But we still have 6 stitches here at the end to deal with. After that last space.
Right. You're going to skip the last stitch before you go and do your corners.
So, okay, so I do 4 doubles. It says
no, because you've so you've done 3. You do 5. Do 5 and then chain 2.
Oh, hang on. I'm not looking at the right space. Where do I have to start looking at for this? At the single asterisk?
No, see
4
the
stitches before the corner.
Right.
Ending the last repeat at the
cross,
T, which
was the 3 double crochets. That was the last thing you would have done was 3 double crochets. So then you're going to do 2 more. And then 1 in the chain space.
Chain 2.
Skip 1 and then do your corner.
That doesn't work. Chain 2. Skip 1.
I wasn't at first, Sue. I was looking at the previous one, but I am looking at the correct one now.
I'm confused. as we were going along, we had our 4, our 1, our 4, our 2, right? And then we did
1, 2, 3,
4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4. And then logically, we have to put 1 in that space, right?
Yes.
Where's the T again?
Right after 3 double crochets. So you're going to do after here, you're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do 2 more, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3.
And then you do 1 in the chain space.
Okay, hang on. How do I have room to do 2 more crochets if I've done 3 already?
At the end of the round, you should have 6 stitches left.
Okay, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still back here. Okay, go back 6. Skip those 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have a space. Right?
Yeah. You put, so are you at the end of your round or of your side? Are you at the end of your side?
Yeah. So like, okay, start at the corner, right? And yes. we got our corner and we got a chain. Right? Going backwards. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles.
Yes.
Then we have a space.
Yes. And then a double in the chain space, and then a chain, and then 4, if we're going backwards, yes.
Okay, I have nothing in my space there. I'm back further than that. So go back past the space, and I've got an empty double, and then I've got 3 doubles, and my double that's in that chain. That made my last group of 4. Hang on. I'm going to the other end. What happens at the other end? 1, 2, 3. See, the other end is...
Mine worked out perfectly.
The other end is not like this.
Because you're supposed to skip the last stitch. You're supposed to chain 2 and skip the last stitch.
But the end, we started with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we started with 6.
6, exactly. That's why you got to end with 6. Skipping the last.
I'm just making it look like the other end.
Yes.
So I'm still putting a double in that hole.
Yep. And then a chain 1.
Skip a stitch.
Yep. Skip a stitch. And then do
1,
2, 3.
2, 3, 4, 5. One more in the chain space to make my 6.
Yes.
Oh God. Why didn't I just look at the other end all along?
I don't know. I know.
I just need 6 doubles. 6 doubles.
A way to like
and then you chain 2, right?
Yep. And skip the last one, and then
chain 2 and go into the corner and do a double. Is it a double?
Chain 2 double.
Chain 2 double.
Yes.
Godfrey Gordon, I should just look at the other end and make it match it. Okay, now I got to stop here so we can do the other next round. What a crock of poo-poo. I should have learned all along. That's what I've been doing all along, is looking back at your pattern.
Right. Just, yeah, making sure you end that round the way that side the way you started it.
Okay, I need a brain break for a moment.
Okay.
Before we start this round. So I'm going to show you something different here.
Okay. Oh, I'll show you something different.
It is so weird when you get frustrated like that and you're just like,
ugh, I know.
I cannot make this work. I cannot figure this out. Right? Okay.
I'm going to see if I can, I got to move my tray here and see if I can reach my, sweater project.
All right. So
Oh.
here is my dotty cowl. Okay. Let's see if I can show this to you. So it's done in the round, of course. It's a cowl, right?
Yep.
That's all tangled up from being in the bag. Okay. So it goes like this. All right, here we go. It goes like this. Now, here's what I think is already wrong. So see how this is like a double layer here?
Yes.
So the round I just did was the yellow
Uh-huh.
on top of the purple. I started with the purple. And all you did was make your chains and do V-stitches. Hi, Deborah. Okay, so then you come back and now you're going to do V-stitches, and it says to do them in front of the other color. So you're doing them in front.
Okay.
And it says to do the same thing you did in the first row. All right?
Uh-huh.
However, I feel that this is wrong because I did them in the V-stitch, and I think the first round is supposed to be between the V-stitches. So they're alternating.
Gotcha.
And I say that because I looked at the chart, and you know how we are with charts.
Yes. I hate charts.
So the first row of the chart just shows V's, V, 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 and you skip 2 stitches in between each V. And then it comes back, and in another color, which is round 2, the chart shows a V, a V, a V, a V in opposite colors. So the chart would appear to have the second row's V's between the V's that you already made.
Right.
And I didn't do that. I was putting them in the V's. So I think I have to take this out.
Yeah, because you're probably going to use those chain spaces in a different round, so you don't want it to be over top of.
Right. And because the even number rounds go through the V-stitch on the front and the space on the back. So that would indicate that they need to be alternating.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think I've got that figured out, that I did this wrong. And I think the chart actually helped me. The directions didn't, because I don't know. I think you had to skip some stitches or something, start at a certain place, and it just didn't work out right.
Right.
But crazy, right? I mean, it's going to be really pretty. So like you do, and then I think after you put these together, you'll come through the V and it go through the space and it connects these two.
Okay.
They're kind of loosey-goosey here.
Loosey-goosey.
See, you can pull them apart. So the next round fastens them together. And then the following, and you're going back and forth each time. So you do like each color, 2 rows, a front and a back.
And a back. Yep.
And then after you do this next row that would connect them together, then you do V-stitch on top. It's really weird. It's got to be simpler than it appears. You know what I mean?
Yes.
One of those that once you figure it out, it's got to be simpler.
Oh my gosh. I had a complete crochet revelation the other day when I started this sweater I'm about to show you. So I love, this is just the top of, I mean, I haven't gotten very far yet, but I'm using my Malabrigo Rios yarn. And then, and I know that a lot of times I criticize myself on my color choices. And a lot of times I don't think I choose colors nicely, but I have to say, many people probably wouldn't like this, but I absolutely love these colors together. But it looks just like it's knit, and it's not knit, it's crocheted.
Yeah.
And I'm loving this. Loving it. But it started with a foundation double crochet rather than a chain start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I've never really, with the foundation double crochets or a chainless foundation of any kind, I've always struggled a little bit with where to put your hook to get your next stitch started. But for some reason, when I was doing this, all those years of struggling, it just automatically clicked for me. It just clicked.
Yeah.
And now I could foundation crochet my head off. And not
Foundation chain row, or
yes.
and then now that's a foundation chain, right? Single, is it when you're like making?
This one, it was a foundation double crochet.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, because then there's single foundation rows, and then there's double, and then there's
It just like all of a sudden clicked in my head, and I was like, man, after all this time of struggling trying to learn how to do that, I finally got it.
Right.
Finally.
Okay, now I'm back at this end again in my corner, right? In my corner with my screwed up yarn. All right, I'm in the corner. Round 6, ding ding. Here we go.
Ding ding ding.
What are we doing? Chain and 1.
Chain and 1?
That's what it says. 1 chain. Then 1 single. Right?
One single chain for 1 single, and that's your new corner.
We're making a loop-de corner.
Yeah, we are.
Made a loop-de-loo corner. Okay, that's our corner.
Okay.
Now chain 3. Skip 2 double crochets. Okay, now. How do we skip 2 double crochets?
No, it just says skip double crochet. It doesn't say 2.
Oh, thank you. How do we skip 2? Where'd I get 2?
And double crochet in your chain space.
Double crochet in the space.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And then do 4 double crochets.
Hang on, I got split yarn.
Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the chain space. Chain 2, skip 2.
Skip 2. There's not 2 to skip.
Or I'm sorry, chain 2. It says chain 2, skip 2.
But there's not 2 to skip. Is there?
1 double crochet in the chain space. Chain 2, skip 2.
I don't have 2 to skip, do you?
Unless they mean skip this and the chain. Skip the double crochet in the chain and the chain. I'm thinking they must.
But it's telling you to chain in the space, isn't it? Yeah. Chain 2, skip 2, do a double crochet in the chain space.
No. Chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochets, and then 2 double crochets in the chain space. So here you go.
What?
What? Just listen for a second.
Go back to the 4. 4. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 double in the space.
Yes.
Oh, 1 double in the single one we have.
Yep, and 1 double in the next chain space.
There we go.
There we go.
I went back too far.
And then chain 2, skip 2, 2 doubles, and then 2 doubles in the chain space. Chain 2, skip 2, 2 doubles in the chain space. Two doubles.
What'd you say next?
2 doubles.
Oh, in the next 2 doubles. So we made 4 in a row?
Yes. And then that is the end of the that's the end of the repeat.
Why does this look like it made a V?
Where do you see a V?
Go back to your beginning. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles, right?
Yep.
We chained 2.
Yep. Skip 2.
Yep. And we did a double in the
Chain space, and then a double in the double, and then a double in the chain space.
Okay. There's no chaining in between there. That's why I have a V.
Oh, yeah, I've got a V too. There's no chaining there.
Right?
No, we're not supposed to have a V.
Okay. I'm like, why do I have a V? That looks funky.
Well, I'm glad you pointed it out because I had one too.
It was a double in the space, a double in the double.
Yes.
A double in the space.
Yes. Chain 2, skip 2.
So we get 3 there.
Yes.
Chain 2, skip 2, and do
2.
4.
Yep. Yeah, 4 basically. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. And then what did we do?
And then we're going to chain 2, skip 2, and do 2 in that chain space.
Chain 2.
Hold on. And chain 2, skip 2.
And do 2 in the doubles, 2 in the space again.
Just 1 second. I'm having, okay. 2 doubles and chain 2, skip 2.
This is so hard. Oh. This is the border of a blanket, Molly. It's a crazy, crazy border. It's a 9, 10, 11.
Oh, okay. Okay. No. So you've chained 2 and skipped 2. And then put 2 in the next chain space. And then you're going to put a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches.
Hang on. What?
So basically you've got 5, skip 2, 3, skip 2, 4, skip 2, 4.
Oh. Okay, so we started with our 5. We chained 2, and then we did 1 in the space, 1 in the stitch, 1 in the space. Chain 2, skip 2. 2 in the 2 doubles, 2 in the space. Chain 2, skip the 2 doubles, do 2
in the space,
and then 2 more doubles right after it to make 4.
Yes. Yep.
Except my yarn split, pooper.
Then we go back to the beginning of the...
This yarn would stop splitting. I'd be good.
So then we're going to... So
that made 4. And then it's a chain
2, skip 2.
Then we're going to make 3.
Yes.
We're going to go in a hole. God. In a post. In a hole. Right?
Right.
And then chain 2. So this just goes.
Basically, we're just
4, 3, 4, 4, 3.
Yep.
4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3. Right?
Yes.
Molly, it's not that kind of blanket. It's it's a fancy blanket.
What did she say?
She said, just do a round of half doubles, call it good.
No, this is the best part of the whole blanket is this border.
Sure it is. It's just a little complicated until you learn your pattern. And then you have your pattern, you're good. Right?
So for homework, we're going to finish this round 6. So we did 3 rounds today. We did 3 rounds last week. So we'll definitely be able to finish off the last 3 rounds next week. Which means that 2 weeks from today, we'll start our new project.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
They're always chain 2s though, right?
Yes, they're all chain 2s.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Entertainment. Total entertainment.
Well, I'm off my rocker today because I'm just so flippin' tired.
Well, I'm happy that I only have 2 rounds to do for this one because my round 4 is done. Yay!
Yay! And I was going to say earlier, I know last week we were taking bets over whether or not I would get my crap done.
Yeah.
Oh, or did I already say this?
Yeah, I think you did at the beginning.
I'm sorry.
You didn't get it done, but
No.
you're almost done.
Almost done, but I didn't get it done.
No, almost, but no cigar.
Almost, but yes, close, but no cigar. Oh, you want to see my progress on my cross stitch?
Oh, there we go. Since we know that your blanket that you're working on now, you're just going to tear out. You can
Exactly. I'm not even going to bother finishing that round.
You can be free.
Yes, I'm free. Hold on, I gotta move all my
free.
I gotta move all my
It
parts.
is an absolutely gorgeous border. Look what it's doing, Molly. Come on, Molly. Look at it. Look at this border. Seriously, look at it.
I don't even know if you can see that.
It's stunning, right? And then it gets something like fancy on the edge. Yes, she changed colors.
Can you see this?
I can see it. I see a bunch of brownish thread.
Oh, you don't see the butterfly? Can you see the butterfly wing right there?
No.
Yeah, it's not showing up well in this light or something.
Oh. Does it have like little blue speckles all around the wing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, on the wing, yes. And then like the reddish wing.
Yep. Got it.
Yep. So this is my first Heaven and Earth Designs cross stitch. It has 89 colors.
So is it all browns and stuff? What's the picture look like?
It's called a quick stitch because what they did is they took just like a little corner from a Josephine wall painting. It's the Edge of Enchantment. So, but this is just like this isn't the whole picture Edge of Enchantment. This is just like that small corner.
Right.
I
just wondered what it was going to look like when
you know what? I can find it. Hold on.
What will that look like when you're done with it?
I will show you.
Might just be hard to kind of see because it is the dark brown threads.
Yeah, I mean, in person, it looks a lot more vibrant. Wait, oh, that might be better. There, is that better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see the butterfly there.
Yeah.
I've been working today. I started my last couple of rounds I need to do on last year's mystery Crochet-A-Long.
Okay, so this is what it's going to that's what it's going to look like.
Okay, so there's your butterfly over on the left.
Yep.
Okay. And then you add the Victrola. Is that a Victrola?
Yep.
And then there's a flower, a lily.
And then there's an angel coming out of the flower with a trumpet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it took me, I don't even know how long this morning. I crocheted for about, I don't even know, hour and a half. And I did not even make it all the way around that big blanket. It's crazy how long that thing takes. It's so big.
Sue, I haven't been able to diamond paint because I can't sit on hard. I can't sit up that long. I need to recline back, and it's hard to recline in diamond paint.
So you're crocheting and cross stitching.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Karen, it's a wonderful, awesome app. I'm an iPad user, so they have it. There's an app. It's called Markup RXP, and you download your PDF patterns into it, and it gives you a chart on your iPad, and then like all you do is you tap on the symbol on the chart that you want to do, and it shows you where all those symbols appear. And I'm doing what's called Royal Rows. So you work in a 10 stitch by 20 stitch area. And then when you're done all the colors in that area, you park your stitches, you park your threads where that color is going to show up next in the pattern. So when I get there, I'll know. Oh, and you can put it on the app that my thread is parked there. So when I get to this spot, because like right now I'm working right here, when I get to this spot, I know that this thread is parked here. And then I'll just finish up the rest of that color for that section and then drop the thread down to the next section.
I like your fabric holder.
Oh, my hair clips.
Yeah.
I know, I'm pretty high tech, aren't I?
That is fancy.
That is fancy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need all that fancy shit.
Oh, go get you a Q snap and a this and a that. See, I know about a little bit about Q snap.
I don't need all that. And then because my big one that I'm gonna start as soon as I get my fabric is very large, too large to fit into a hoop. I would just have way too much hanging fabric.
You need a frame or something?
I need a scroll frame. So I was looking for scroll frames, and what I need for the size that I needed, it was going to be like $300. And there's no stinking way. So I sat down with Jeff one day and I showed him, because he's a pretty handy guy, and I showed him like what I was after and to see if he could make it for me. And he did. So he custom made me.
Oh, it's already made?
Yeah. Yes. He custom made me a scroll frame. I can't really get it. It's quite large. But so now I can just roll my fabric onto here to keep it tight.
Michelle, you think you're going to be one of our roomies?
Oh, yay!
How do you know that?
She's in the know.
I guess.
How does your working thread not get tangled in your parking thread? Well, what I do is when I'm finished a section, when I'm finished like a 10 by 20 section, I will take all my parked threads that are parked for the next 10 by 20 section below, and I braid them. So I braid these together, and then I just whip them across.
We're braiding and whipping.
I just whip them across and fasten it with a handy dandy
hair clip.
And then they just stay out of the way. So these are well, actually I could have put those out of the way too. It doesn't, I don't know. I was really leery too, because I've only ever cross country stitched, that's where you just like travel all over the place with your thread and just, do as many stitches of that color, you know what I mean? But this parking is making it a lot easier. Now, one thing that I don't like is that I have to thread a needle a bazillion times.
Yeah, because every time you need to start again, you gotta pick up that thread.
Yep, you gotta rethread the needle. But I'm getting better at it. At first, it was a little cumbersome, but I'm getting better at it.
It sounds all confusing to me.
Oh, I'm having so much fun with it.
I mean, I get it. I get the process. But no, thank you. Just no, thank you. Especially when you got a braid and whip. I mean,
Karen, it might be slower. I'm not saying that it increases speed, but what it does do is it eliminates a lot of bulkiness on the back of your project, because you're not ending off your threads all the time. Molly, I have an entire box of needle threaders sitting right here. The problem is these are very, very small tapestry needles, or a size 28 tapestry needle. And the eye on them is very small also. And the sticking it, and these are rather expensive needles. So I don't want to, like, I've already gone through 2 needles, and it's $5 for 6 needles. So
And you've already like broken 2?
yeah. Well, I broke one, and the other one is just, I have a bad habit of sticking my needle in my mouth when I'm like getting my new color or whatever. And I think that's not good for it because it's like worn the finish off or something. But this is the first time I've ever used these Peacemakers tapestry needles. I usually use
Kids would mess it up. Oh my gosh.
I usually use these Bowen ones, and I like these a lot better, but they didn't have them in the size I needed at the stitching store.
That'd be fun to do to somebody though, wouldn't it, Karen? I'm just gonna go mess up all your stuff you've been working on so you don't know where you're at or what you've been doing. It's not funny, right, Angie?
No, I would be devastated.
It's kind of funny though, if you think about it.
No, it's not. And what's really cool about that app that I super love about it is it gives you statistics. Like, it'll tell you you've got so many stitches done, and it's this percentage complete, and this is how many average stitches per day you do, how many average stitches per hour, how many average hours a day you work
Now, I could look at that 2 ways.
And it also gives you a prediction based on your average stitching time. It gives you a prediction of when you will finish the project.
Now, see, there's where I'm coming at. That there's 2 ways to look at that. It could be a good thing. It could also be very depressing.
Yes.
It could be very depressing. Be like, I've only done how much? I've worked how long? I'm how slow, right?
Karen, I am so envious of stitchers whose backs are beautiful, because my back, I don't really care what my backs look like. I just don't like them to be really thick. But the thing is, this is with having 89 colors in this thing. Can you, and in some 10 by 20 sections, there's only 1 or 2 stitches of each color. So like there might be one way up here and one way down here, and that's the only stitches of that color in a 200 stitch area. So if you started and ended off all your threads every single time, you know, it would just get really thick on the back. Karen, I was totally against the whole parking thing too. I was totally against it, but I'm getting used to it.
Okay, now I'm at the end of my row. What do I do? What do I do now? Got to figure this out.
Oh no, Michelle's daughter was posting TikToks. That's funny.
Five stitches before the corner. Ending with a skip to double crochet. What? I didn't do that.
Yeah, big time cross stitch confetti, Karen. Big time. My big chart that I'm gonna start though when my fabric comes in is 425 by 425 stitches, which is not that big, but I thought it was going to be. So I bought the chart, and I stupidly didn't realize when I bought the chart that I bought the large version, which was 850 by 850 stitches, which at a 25 count fabric would have made the whole thing like almost like 3 feet wide, which who needs a cross stitch 3 feet wide? So I figured out that I had bought the large version of the pattern. So now I need to go buy the regular size version of the pattern, which is only 425 by 425 stitches. And that one has 123 colors. But the first like page is all black, like almost completely black. Yeah, probably, Molly, probably. But stitching it just takes so much longer. And I don't want to be working on this project for 10 years. I'm okay with working on it for 5 years, but not 10.
1, 2, 3, skip 2. And do 1. It's so much easier for me to go look at the beginning of this
Yes.
pattern
Yep.
to figure
I
out what I'm
agree.
doing at the end than to figure out where I'm at with all these weird go to here and stop, and your last thing stopped at this T, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know, right, Karen? That was insane. That was insane to even think about doing. I was so glad I found the regular version of the kit. I'll show you guys what it is. Hold on. Then I gotta go because I have to go to the bathroom.
1 in the corner here. That makes 5. Then we do what? Chain 3 or 4 or something. Chain 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And slip stitch into
So this is, that's the big one. Isn't that just cool and colorful? I'm so excited. I've always loved the Cheshire Cat. I've always loved Alice in Wonderland. Oh, Molly, you're so funny.
I need to just stop where I'm at because I don't have my corner here to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyhow, that's what it's looking like.
That's what it's looking like.
That is what it's looking like. It's very pretty. Very pretty. 3 more rounds, huh? Oh, look. Now we're making.
We can do it.
Look, now we're making a new thing here. Look. We got this little circly doodad here, right? And now look, we're making another little doodad in between the doodads.
Yep. A smaller doodad.
These big circles. Now we're making something here.
A doodad in a doodad.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
All right. I'm done.
All right.
Okay. It was great hanging out. I got to get this all off me because that's a lot of blankie now. Well, thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'm sorry we were confusing. This is confusing. Until you know the pattern that you're doing, it's confusing. Once you get it, there's an easier way to think about it.
Exactly.
There really is an easier way to think about those patterns once you get going with them.
Yep, absolutely there is.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right, everybody. We'll see
you next weekend, everyone.
Oh, next week. Hey, guess what? Okay, everybody, wait, before we go, everybody better be here next week because next Friday is my birthday.
Next Friday is your birthday.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So let's have a birthday party.
But I didn't know it was next Friday.
Yep. Let's have a birthday party next Friday.
Let's have a party. Should we have cake?
Yes, we should have cake. Everybody bake a cake.
Everybody bring cake.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. See you later, guys. Bye.